welcome to Farm Flint. Today we are going to be going through my daily skincare routine. So to start out, I have some exfoliating gloves, which I recommend. Also, you want to make sure that your skin is moistened with warm water before you begin, and this is going to help to open up the pores. Okay, so let's do that first. I'm going to wet my exfoliating gloves with some warm water, and normally this would be done in the shower, but because I'm doing this presentation, I have to do what I have to do. All right, and you just want to make sure your skin is nice and moistened, okay? Keep in mind that around your eyes, they get missed a lot, and if you think about it, this area of your eyes usually doesn't get moisturized as well as other parts of your face, because usually when we moisturize, we tend to go right over the eyes. So not only does the majority of the eyelid get missed, but most certainly the under eye gets missed completely. So you just want to make sure that you get under there and all around your eyes and be gentle, because the skin around your eyes are very thin. So just be very careful, and just don't miss them in the skincare process, okay? All right, so I'm feeling moist. And don't forget your ears, because that's very well a part of your face as well, okay? All right, so I'm gonna moisten my hands, my gloves again, and this time I'm going to add my cleansing wash, which is basically what I use as a shampoo, what I use as a body wash, what I use as a hand wash, what I use as a foot soap. It's always going to be the same. It's my black coconut oil shampoo, black coconut oil soap that I also use as a shampoo, body wash, hand wash, basically everything. I even use it to wash my dishes. The difference between the many uses is just simply the essential oils that I use. The essential oils that I use for, let's just say, my face won't be the same essential oils that I use for my hair. Okay. All right, so once I get everything soaked up, and I just use a little bit because the soap is a little goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, and then I start at the very top of my forehead. Keep in mind that I wrapped my hair and placed it back because I don't want my hair in my face and it gets in the way. And also when I get behind my ears and around my neck, I don't want hair there. So I tend to tie my hair up and pull it back so that it doesn't get in the way, okay? All right. And you want to be careful of your eyes when using soap. In those areas I was just stating, to make sure you get around, like the eyes. When it comes to soap, you don't want to do that because you'll burn your eyes. Okay, unless you have some hyperallergenic soap, but I just don't recommend any soap being too close to your eyes. Okay, make sure you get under your chin area. Like I said, around the ears, in the ears. And if you have jewelry like me, I just try to get about it the best way I can. It's kind of hard with these gloves because the my earrings can get caught in them. I just try to get around them the best way I can. Same thing with my nose piercings. I like hold it as I get around certain areas I can't get to without getting all tangled up with them, with these gloves on. Okay, and you want to get your neck too. You know, all this stuff would have been done in the shower, but again, I don't feel comfortable getting in the shower on camera and all. I know a lot of people do it. I don't like to wear clothes in the shower. Also makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. So like I see people in like their bras or a shirt to kind of cover up while they like wash their hair. I can't do that. I will not do that. So bear with me, please. Hopefully this comes across just fine. Okay. All right, now that that is done, just going to rinse these gloves off before I take them off. I already have a damp cloth. All right, and so from here, I like to spray my face with rose water. And I have a food grade rose water, and I put a few drops of geranium essential oil in there. So I'm just going to spray my face all over really well. Then I'm going to rub it in. You want to make sure it gets into your skin. As refreshing as it is just to spray it on yourself, and it's nice, you know, especially if you're going for the scent and just to kind of give yourself some aromatherapy. I think that's awesome. But when it comes down to refreshing the skin and toning the skin, you have to rub it in. Get it in there while your pores are still open. Get it into your skin. Okay. All right, now that that's done, make sure again to get around those eyes and be gentle, okay? All right, next we have some raspberry seed oil, and we also have some black raspberry seed oil. And I use both of these oils in the preparation of my shea butter creams. They have a very high SPF. Up to, I believe, 24 or 28. Do your research. I believe it's upwards of about that. And then I believe shea butter and coconut oil have an SPF of up to 4. So even though it's pretty low, added protection is, you know, you can't say no to it. You know what I mean? So, and it's all natural, because just because you're a dark complexion or you have a lot of melanin in your skin, that does protect you from the sun, but it's not maximum protection, and so you still need further protection for your skin. And the best way to go about it is to use all natural ingredients from God's earth that is meant to protect you. Okay. So I'm going to do about 4 drops of each. Let's see if we can see that. So that's about 4 drops. It's a little bit harder to do it with this one. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, wants to act right on camera. Dang. Okay. And then we're going to do about like 3 drops of grapefruit essential oil. 4 drops. 1, 2, 3. 3 is fine. You don't want to use too much essential oil, and make sure you do your research. I've experimented with lemon. It was fine. You don't want to use essential oil by itself. You want to use a carrier oil, or even with my soap. You just want something that will help to dilute it, because they are super strong. I test maybe 1 drop at a time when dealing with them with applications like this. I did use 3 drops of clove one time in the same application, and my face was on fire for like 2 or 3 minutes straight, like no relief. So learn from me. Make sure you do your research first and start very small and work your way up. So with this, and I've worked with grapefruit before, but things like clove and what is that, lemongrass, and even lemon essential oil. Don't get too heavy with it, because it could very well be too strong and too potent for the application in which you're trying to use it, you know. So I'm getting it everywhere. Okay. All right, so we cleansed. We did the rose water spray. We did the raspberry seed oils with the essential oil. Okay, so now is the application I do for my entire body, which is shea butter. And in this case, it's the shea butter cream. It has grapefruit and geranium. Keeping up with the theme, I guess. So nice and creamy. Because I know shea butter can be very, very thick. And so I apply raspberry seed oil and essential oils to help to make it a creamier texture, so it makes it easier to apply. I also use coconut oil. This one, it's not solid because it was in a room that was really warm, and that's water. And so it melted. But I use shea butter in combination with coconut oil because it allows, it makes it super spreadable like lotion, okay? Even though the buttercreams are like, it's spreadable, but like coconut oil, I mean, like, look. And then it's like liquid glass. It's going to protect your skin, especially where I am in the northeast of this country. It helps to protect my skin from the cold weather. It gets very cold up here. Okay, now my face looks really, really shiny and greasy, but that's kind of how you want it to be. This is like a for now, you want it to be able to like rest into your pores and give it some time, let it sit for a little bit. And then you can kind of like pat it to where it's not looking like Crisco on the face. Okay. So just give it a few minutes and you'll be good to go. Okay. I almost forgot to show y'all how I do these lashes. So you're gonna need one of these or something like this. It's a eyelash brush. Okay, check it out. All right, and then it's my castor rose conditioning serum. And I did a video on that. It's on my YouTube channel. Check it out. So you're just going to do about like 2 drops on your eyelash brush. Okay. And then maybe try to swirl it around to give it some movement. And then you just want to carefully start at the ends and then work your way in. Okay? And take your time because you do not want to poke yourself in the eye. But for those who are used to wearing like mascara, should be able to do this perfectly. I'm not a person that wears a lot of makeup. Like maybe some lipstick. Every time I wear mascara, I end up with raccoon eyes because I laugh too hard and end up crying and scaring myself the next day because I don't know to wash off makeup because I'm not used to wearing it. So, yeah, I stay away from the makeup. But I like having long lashes, and this is how I get them. Castor oil is really good for hair growth, very good for hair growth. But if you are lacking in the eyelash area, this is the way to go. And since I use castor rose, which is castor oil, sweet almond oil, and rose water, and in this recipe that I'm using right now has the Jamaican black castor oil and the black seed, which is major for hair growth. So yeah, it works just the same for the eyelashes as it does for the scalp. Like down here, these lashes here, if I can get them under light, if you can see them, they used to be majorly short, like hardly even noticeable. And I've always had like okay upper lashes, but they are super long in comparison to what they used to be. So yeah, carefully do that. Make sure you get at the base, because that's where your hair grows from, of course. But you want to start from the ends because it makes it easier to get to the base that way without poking yourself in the eye. So yeah, it looks like you're crying a little bit, but again, just like the skincare routine, let it rest for a few minutes, and then you can kind of like pat it down or kind of rub it in a little bit. And no worries if castor oil gets into the contacts with your eyes. It's actually very good for the eyes and clearing up inflammation. I do have a video on the castor plant, and it gives you some details about castor oil, and one of the benefits is that it relieves inflammation in the eye. So feel free to go ahead and rub that in. It's not going to be harmful to you. It's just going to grow your lashes and calm some inflammation down. So yeah, so I hope that you really enjoyed this video. There will be more like these to come, so stay tuned and see you soon.